So they followed the star, and they go to King Herod and asking him where the king is, and Herod's like, "What are you talking about?" And they find out it's in Bethlehem that it's going to be born. So he tells them to go and find him, and when they find him, come back and let him know, so he can go worship him too. Yeah, the scumbag.
Yeah.
So so the verse 10, when they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy, above where Jesus was. Verse 11, and after they came into the house, now, Bob, so they're not in
Jesus
a
was in a
manger.
house at that time, yeah.
Right, he's not in
And
a
he was
manger anymore.
probably about a year old or a little older, more than
Right,
likely, by the time they got there. Because they
right.
said they talked like he was like a toddler, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
they saw the child with his mother, and fell down and worshiped him, and they present him with gold, frankincense, and myrrh, Bob. And these three things also have some significance.
extreme significance.
Oh man. So obviously, I look at him once again: prophet, priest, and king.
You got it.
Prophet, priest, and kings. These are the three things that are there. And of course, the gold is his royalty.
Royalty. Yep.
The frankincense, they would put that the frankincense represents his priestly
Priesthood. Yep.
offering up frankincense, and the myrrh is the prophet. He would die, as all the prophets died. He would die,
Yep.
and the myrrh represents his death as a
Right.
prophet, for the sins of mankind. So once again, there you go.
Yep. Yep.
There's significance in that. Okay, so
And
go
well,
ahead.
I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead. I was going to move on to
Well,
something else. Go
the
ahead.
the the cool thing too was it was after that point, when the Magi stopped in and gave him these gifts, don't forget they're poor.
Right.
Okay. He gave him these gifts, and then not too long after that, the angel tells Joseph, "Hey, get out of there because Herod's coming after the child. Get out of there and go to Egypt." So that probably gave them the money to survive on in Egypt.
Right. 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 Right.
I
And
mean,
once again,
again, God provides.
right. Right. And we can. It doesn't say that in there,
No,
but if you think about it, the gifts would have given them something to use. No, not only to make the journey over to Egypt, but once they get there, what are they going to do? Nobody knows them.
that's
They're
right.
and you know as well as I do, when
A
you're a
stranger in
stranger
town. Yep,
in a strange land, nobody hires you.
that's
Nobody
right.
knows who you are.
That's
They
right.
don't give you work. They don't give you nothing. They don't know who
That's
you
right.
are.
Yep.
But now they've got these gifts from the three kings, and they've got that to bargain with. And I'm sure that they use that probably to find a place to live, whether they
Yep.
bought a house or rented a house or whatever they did, and to buy food and buy supplies until Joseph was able to establish himself as a carpenter, and he probably maybe worked there as well. They were there for 4 years in
Yeah.
Egypt. So he probably at some point was able to start working, but in the meantime, they've got these gifts.
That was a good start.
It's a good start. Now, there's a some people think that Mary actually held on to the myrrh, and she brought the myrrh to Jesus's burial.
It's possible.
And that's very
Very
possible.
possible.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
very possible that
Sure.
they did that.
Sure.
Sure, sure. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
oh
Yep.
yeah. So, okay, so then the Magi go another way. These guys, Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus, actually right afterwards, they leave. The angel comes. The
Yep.
angel keeps speaking to Joseph in a dream, which is interesting because everybody else he appears to, but Joseph he speaks to him in a dream. There's probably meaning there too, Bob. We've got to dig a little bit deeper and find out what that is. Because there's something different there. But he speaks to Joseph again in a dream, says, "Get out of there," and he takes them out, and they leave and they go into Egypt.